Hello, Shalom Aleichem. Once again, we're learning from the Sefer HaMitzvos, Rambam Mitzvah Mem Zayin, and this is about the mitzvah of if one sees somebody else pursuing someone with the intent of killing him, God forbid, one has to go and stop that person from doing so. First, one has to try to disarm the person or even wound the person, but even up to the point of taking the person's life, God forbid, it's a mitzvah to stop that person from running after, from carrying out what the intention that he wanted to kill the other person. It's a mitzvah to stop that person, even up to the point of taking the person's life. Let's take a look inside the what it says inside here. Hashir. Let's see. This is mitzvah reish tzaddik reish mem zayin. Mitzvah reish mem zayin. Okay, 1 minute. 1 minute. A mitzvah reish mem zayin. Hatzivoy shenetzavino lahatzil hanerdof miyad mi sherodfo lehargo. It's a mitzvah to save a person fleeing from somebody else that's trying to take his life, to kill him. Afilu benafsho shel rodef, even if taking the life of the person, of the pursuer, it's a mitzvah to stop that person. Kilomar, meaning to say, she'anu mitzuvim laharog es harodef, that we are commanded to kill the person that is running after the other person. But that is, of course, the last resort. The first resort is to stop him by wounding him or whatever, wounding him or getting him away from the person, whatever, tackling the person, but even up to the point of killing the person. Vihu Amar Yisala, it says in the Torah, Ki yinatsu anashim, if people are fighting, they're arguing, V'karva eishes o echad lahatzil, and the wife of one of the combatants comes over to save the husband, and she goes and approaches the other person, and she goes and takes a hold of him by the private parts. So in other words, which could be a fatal thing, God forbid. Miyad makeo, from the one that is the one that is hitting him. In other words, she's going to his rescue, but still, she can kill him. V'hechazika b'maboshav, and she grabs him by the private area. So it says v'katzoso eskapo. One has to cut her hands. So we see we see what is meant by katzoso eskapo, cutting the hand. So one thing means one mandi amar, one opinion that she has to pay, because she has to pay for doing this, because she caused the person embarrassment. Well, we'll see. But anyway, it says v'katzoso eskapo, and one should cut off her hand. Lo sachos einecha, you should not. Lo sachos einecha, you should not have turn away your eyes in pity for the person. In other words, one has to stop the person from doing that, because that can be a very fatal thing, and one has to. And if somebody sees somebody trying to kill someone else, one has to do whatever one can to save the other person that is being pursued. It's called the rodef, the one that is running after the other person, the pursuer, and the nirdaf is the one that is being pursued. One has to save the nirdaf, the one that's being pursued. That's in Devarim, Chav Hey Yud Beis. That's in Devarim. That's 25, the 25th chapter, Yud Beis, the 12th pasuk, the 12th pasuk. On the Shon Sifri, it says in the Sifri, Kiseitse, B'mevushav, B'mekomos, Shehu Bosh Mehem. Place the parts that he is embarrassed because of them. And so that's what it means by b'mevushav. Mevusha means embarrassment. More mevushav miyuchat sheyesh bo sakanos nefashos. Just like the mevushav, if somebody, if one is grabbed over there in that area, so there's a possibility of the sakanos nefashos. Sakanos nefashos means could be a fatal thing, God forbid. So anyway, if this happens, one is under obligation to stop the person from doing this, even up to the point of cutting the hand. God forbid. Also, so therefore, kol davar sheyesh bo sakanos nefashos. Every incident of people fighting with each other that has the possibility, the sakana, the danger of sakanos nefashos, of a fatal outcome, of somebody getting killed, hare hu bi vikatsoso eskapo. So all of these things, one has to go and save the other person even to the point of cutting off the hand. Vikatsoso eskapo, kolomar, and vikatsoso eskapo. And when it says vikatsoso eskapo, one to cut the hand, kolomar, it means, it might mean not to cut the hand off, but to cut the hand. Okay, anyway, vikatsoso eskapo it can be learned into, vikatsoso eskapo, and when it says, and one should cut the hand, kolomar which means to say, she'ato chayov lahatzilo b'chapo. She'ato chayov, that you are obligated, lahatzilo, to save the person b'chapo, with the damaging of the person's hand, with cutting the hand. Menayim im ein ato yochol lahatzilo b'chapo, hatzilo b'nafsho. How do you know that, let's say you cannot, let's say if you cut into the hand, you cut the hand, that you're still not able to save the person, that hatzilo b'nafsho, that one can save it by taking the life of the rodef, of the pursuer, of the person that's. So how do you know that if cutting the hand is not enough? How do you know? So that you should go even further to take the life of the person. Talmud Lomer. So it means to say. It tells us, the Torah tells us, lo sochos ein einecha, lo sochos einecha. You should not. Your eye shouldn't take pity on the person. In other words, you have to save the other person. Lo sochos einecha. Hinei nisboer lecha. Hinei nisboer lecha. So it is not. It's therefore clear to you, inyan sivoy zeh, inyan, the topic of this commandment. In other words, if one can't, what first one does, the lighter things, either getting them away from the person, or else to cut the hand, or else it goes up until even taking the life of the person. So that's what the commandment is. Omar, and that's what which it says Eishes Echad. Why does it say Eishes Echad, the wife of one of the persons? So maybe it's only if one sees the wife of the person. So why does it say that? Maybe all other instances there is no commandment about this. Lo diber elo behoveh. The Torah is talking about a certain b'matzoi, with in a situational circumstance. In other words, that is not the only time. In any time where you have two people, two men, two women, and they're fighting, and one is pursuing the other to kill them, one has to go and save the one being pursued. V'akavana. In other words, it doesn't mean just the wife of this person. It's divrei b'hoveh. It's talking about the present, and it's talking about a situation that happens. V'akavana. The kavana is the intent is lahatzil es hanirdaf. To go and to save as a nirdov, to the one that's being pursued. Lahatzil as a nirdov. Be a vorov shel rodev. With the limb of the one pursuing the person. In other words, v'katzoso es kapo, one should cut the hand. So one has to save the nerdov, the person being pursued, with the limb of the person doing the pursuit of the rodef, of the person pursuing. V'im efshar lahatzilo ela baharigas harodef legamrei, and if it's impossible to save the person being pursued, the only way to do it is with the killing of the person pursuing, baharigas harodef legamrei, with the killing of the person doing the pursuing, legamri, 100%, totally, hargin also. So then one has to kill the rodev, the person pursuing. Ukvar nisbaro dini mitzvah zu, beperek ches misanhedrin, and it's the dinim, the halachos of this mitzvah is, one can find it in Perek Ches of Sanhedrin, in the 8th chapter of Sanhedrin, the Perek Ches of Sanhedrin. Okay, we can stop here. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching and for all the encouragement and everything, and it's appreciated. Thank you. So anyway, this is here the Sefer HaMitzvos Rambam, the Sefer of the Mitzvos, of the commandments Rambam, of the Rambam. Okay, so one can find this. And thank you very much. Hatzlacha, Rebbe.